Hello and welcome back to the Realm of Insanity. I am your queen, KPowerXD, and we're back with some more Necrom. Gold Road is fast approaching, and I'm desperately trying to finish Necrom before it comes out because I don't want to be left behind in the smoke. And for the first time in a long time with ESO, by the way, hashtag ad, hashtag gifted, hashtag partner, whatever else you want to know. One of the things that is very unique about this expansion is that it's a continuation from the story of the previous chapter. And if you complete Necrom and Gold Road, there is a bonus quest that will happen. Similar to what happened with High Isle, but High Isle was a 1-year story. This is a 2-year story. So this is very different. We've not really had a chapter that continues on from another chapter. Another thing about Necrom and everything is like it all kind of comes full circle. I don't know what the quest is about or anything, so no spoilers here. But yeah, first of all, we did all the side quests except we haven't handed in this other cipher that we picked up. So we're going to do that quickly. And then after that, we're going to make our way over to the lovely jubbly bibbly bubbly main story, because we've done all the side quests now. I haven't picked up all the sky shards and I've got one lore book missing, but other than that, all the side quests are done so far, we think. So let's go hand in this last cipher.
Traveler, Drela dead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to skip you. Sorry, my bad.
We meet again, traveler. Have you found another one of our missing ciphers? Or a volume of the numinous grimoire, perhaps?
Hashit found Cipher Drela dead. He had this book in his pack, and a note that mentioned you.
Drela dead. I feared he might come to harm here. He was naive, yet full of ambition. A dangerous combination in APOCRYPHA. The path of the cipher is not for everyone.
Sounds
You
like
found him with
the
this
person
book, you
that did the DIY in this house before I bought it.
Coriel can only say yes. It one of the missing tomes you are looking for. Yes?
Ah, yes. The second volume of the numinous grimoire. A very dangerous book. Any mortal who dares to read it is driven mad. It went missing from our collection recently. And now, we know who took it. I'd better put it somewhere safe.
Here is the book.
Poor foolish Drela. Something dangerous is afoot, and the numinous grimoire is in the middle of it. I must investigate. Thank you for bringing back this volume, and for telling me about Cipher Drela. Please accept this reward. A strange tale. Why would this mysterious A kill a cipher who did as they asked? What's behind the promise to read the book together? Well, if you find any other dead ciphers or missing...
So I'm missing another cipher?
Coriel wants to know more about the missing cipher.
That makes 2 of us. There must be a connection between these ciphers. Something.
So I'm missing one. Well, we might have to Google that if we don't come across them naturally while doing the quests. But first, we need to return to the Necrom bindery and continue the main story. So we're going to do that. Of course, this is a warning for anyone currently not finishing Necrom. We are quite far into the main story for Necrom. We're currently going into the 6th quest out of 9. So we are quite far in it now. So there's your warning. We also need to do the prologue before we do also need to do the prologue before we start Gold Road as well. Because we haven't done that yet. So much to do, so little time. Drama, hello, how are you today? I hope you're glad because if your episode... Oh, by the way, I forgot to say hello to historians. If you're watching this on the VOD, thank you so much for catching up with my story whilst you're doing your own shenanigans. We are streaming live on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube while we're streaming this, so I will be replying to people that you can't see because you have to be there, okay? You have to be there live.
Mortal returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
Hello.
I hoped Laramel would be with you. We have news.
Are the voices really quiet, or is it just me? Dialogue's at 100%. Very strange. Is music super loud? No, music's like almost half. How are you today? I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better than I did last week. I was definitely ill. I think I stressed myself into illness with just life and all the chaos going on. But I'm feeling back to 85% today. I still feel a little bit weak and a little bit like, you know, but 85%. So much, much better than I was. At this point, it feels like I'll never be 100% again, but I know it's just me recovering. And I'm one of those people that I don't get ill very often in the year, so I don't have that many colds. But when I do get a cold, I'm out for the count for like weeks. So this will probably linger for like a week or two. It's already lingered for 1 week, so by the end of next week, I might be back to the world. But yeah, when I do get ill, you lot know, it sticks around for ages.
Scroot and I uncovered some interesting news. The Assembly of Masters learned of Master Shelreni's recent activities and has called for a conclave. They plan to strip her of her rank and expel her from the house.
What is the difference between an assembly and a conclave?
It's complicated. The Assembly of Masters consists of just their mouths. The actual Masters rarely leave their towers, and never to meet with their rivals. A conclave, however, is a different story. The Masters themselves are compelled to attend.
And how does that help us locate Master Shelreni and recover Meln's Black Book?
Don't you see? When they convene the Masters' Conclave, Shelreni must be on hand to contest the charges. So, we know where we can find her and when.
So where is this conclave going to take place?
At Tel Hulan, the Tower Hall in Old Isra. As a curate, I think I can get us into the conclave by claiming official Necrom business.
I mean, I've pretty much already been in Old Isra, but...
Good side, so they rarely ask too many questions of the Keepers of the Dead.
Oh my gosh! YouTube, I'm so sorry. I didn't have my chat open on the right thing this whole time. I think this is pre-recorded. No, I'm streaming on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube, but I didn't have my chat open. Whoops, my bad. Oh! Oh, boo. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Oh, I done a boo-boo. Boo-boos happen. Boo-boos happen. Do you know what makes me laugh? Is people that come into the stream on YouTube, I don't reply instantly, and they say, are you streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and both, or are you just on YouTube? And then I don't reply because I'm busy doing something, and they say, I think it's pre-recorded. You could just look up my username on Twitch. Like, you could just Google KPowXD. If you Google KPowXD, I am most of the top things. It takes 2 seconds to just... Google is literally free. People expect so much of people on the internet when you can just go to Google and get the answers. Literally, I think this is pre-recorded. Pre-recorded, question mark? Huh? Someone said, I like your accent, though. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't see you before. Although that was 5 minutes ago, so you might still be here. But I'm sorry to anyone on YouTube who I didn't reply to. I didn't have my chat open because I'm stupid. Wait, there's a top thing you're not... Wait, there's a top thing you're not Googling you? Wait, there's a top thing you're not Googling you. What? Yeah, Google is too much effort, I guess. Anyway, I got distracted, sorry, because I was like... YouTube's been really quiet today, because my YouTube short streams usually go quite well. And today it was kind of quiet, and I was like, why is no one typing on YouTube Shorts? If I definitely made the stream live, and then I realized I had the wrong chat open. Oops. And this part is also pre-recorded. Yeah. Oh, me replying to you like, you know, I knew you were going to say this in the future. This is all pre-recorded. You said most of the top responses if you Google K-Power is me, which implies there are items that aren't you. I mean, I'm not assuming. I'm not going to assume that I am the #1 K-Power XD in the world. Tell me if I'm not everything, but I think even if you type in K-Power, I think it's back in the day when I used to Google my name, K-Power would come up with just me. But I think there was one other girl who had a blog under the name K-Pow. And she literally wasn't K-Pow anywhere else except this blog website. But she came up. But I don't know if she still does now because I've started doing a lot more on the internet. But I've been on the internet most of my life. So I was there very early Google days, you know. So I do take up most of the responses. But literally, Google takes 2 seconds, man.
All right. Coriel will meet you in Aldisra, yes?
Hear it or not, he'll never get into the Conclave bearing the mark of a Daedric Prince. Not without my help.
I'm pretty sure I can get into Aldisra because, like, I already done all the quests. But okay, Mel, let's hear you out.
Underestimate Shalreni at your own peril. And do not think to just walk into a Telvanni stronghold reeking of Hermaeus Mora. Either Shalreni's Daedric allies or the Conclave's own protections will spot you the moment you step across the threshold.
And you can help us avoid detection.
Of course. Wasn't I the greatest magister of my time? If not for my desire for solitude, I would have been the Archmagister. Unfortunately, my spectral body isn't good for anything these days. You'll need to serve as my hands for this to work.
All right. What does this one need to do?
Return to Telrentis. Around my tower, you'll find the components necessary to assemble a passable cloak of omission. Look for dried hoaxwort, a Lamia-scale shawl, and an illusion tincture of my own creation. I'll tell you more when we get there.
Sorry, chat, I'm just trying to deal with my itchy eye right now. It's gotten so itchy all of a sudden. And also quickly looking something up. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I've got an eczema flare up on my eyelids. It's really quite itchy. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think I'm good. I might need to... Oh, hold on. Okay. I think I just needed to do a little bit of a... I know I shouldn't be touching it, but I just needed to mess with it a little bit. Oh. You know when you get something so itchy, it makes you want to cry? All the skin covering your eyeballs either. It can cause irritation. Well, I'm sorry, but I have eczema! And it's itchy, and I've done very well to not itch it all the day. And I just needed one little scratch, okay? I needed one little scratch. Dan the man! Hello, how are you today? I hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. Hello, how you doing?
I heard you were there when Molar Grundo was defeated. Well done.
Oh, hell yeah, I was. I need one of those things that you roll. There's like a anti-scratch thing you can buy now that you roll it over the area that's itching and it doesn't disturb the skin barrier, but it gives you soothings. And it's like a bumpy metal thing. I really need one of those. Right, we need to go to Aldisra, which I think is like, yeah, over here. Oh, I'll help you guys.
Get free! Post haste! How invigorating!
You gonna roll it over your eyelid? Yeah, that's what it's for.
Now kill!
Okay, cool. Right, let's continue our mission now. Don't mind helping with the Seeker when I see people needing it. Never seen such a thing before. What, the Seeker or the eyeball roller thing?
This could prove more difficult than I expected.
Why, Meln? What's wrong, Meln?
Curses and corporeal existence. I can see why most ancestors move on instead of haunting their descendants. My mortal memories are much harder to recall than I anticipated. I don't remember where to find those components. Not exactly.
You will indulge, Khajiit. We came here for nothing?
Of course not. I buried the components we...
Oh, they're not specifically for
on the
eyeballs,
tower grounds.
but they're quite expensive because it's like a small company that started making them.
No matter. With your assistance, I'm sure we can find the right spots.
What do you need this one to do?
Use my ghost sight. It will reveal the hiding places. Remember, Telrendis is my place of power, despite Shalreni's attempts to make it her own. Here, I can easily use my magic through you, as long as you're willing.
So this is one of them. And then they've got a scratch attack roller. People do use them on their eyelids. But obviously you've got to be very gentle on your eyelids, because basically they're made for kids that have eczema, but you should never rub your eyes like this. Doesn't matter if you've got eczema, doesn't matter if you've got hay fever. If you rub your eyes like this too much, you can get a really bad medical condition where the cornea of your eyeball starts to grow and get loads of liquid behind it, and it like pops out of your eyeball, and it's really, really painful, and it takes a long time to fix. So don't rub your eyes like this. I was watching an eye doctor on TikTok, and they said you should always scratch your eyes by doing this, or this, or this, or this. You should never be like this. Although it is very tempting. And you can do it every now and then. Because, I mean, it's a natural thing to do. And sometimes you catch yourself, you're like, I shouldn't be doing that. Don't beat yourself up too much. But if you can prevent it. I never knew this could happen. I never knew you could bust your cornea and have loads of liquid grow on it and it turns into a cone. But now that I know that, it haunts me. It haunts me.
Answer, Khajiit. Where should she start looking?
Sorry, by the way, this part of the story has been a bit broken up. To be fair, it's just a fetch quest thing at the moment, so I'm not too worried, but
on a different
I will focus on the story when I'm less distracted. I'm sorry, chat. Please forgive me.
You should be able to see them. The caches are buried beneath those locations. When you get close to a spot I recognize, I'll tell you to activate my sight.
No worries, Mel. You got it, Mel.
Should be able to see my sigils through my ghost sight. Look around.
Well, here we go. Ghost sight.
Another one of my sigils. There's a cache buried here.
I'm assuming I'm gonna have to kill these guys. Might be wrong. Melanie gonna oh, there we go. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. In the medical field, they tell us to wet a cloth and wipe from inner to outer eye. Yeah, I got some eye wipes recently, some saline ones, and they've been helping quite a bit. And also, just wetting a flannel and placing it on your eyes really helps with them being itchy. It's so soothing. And you can also buy really nice cooling eye masks, which super help. I find those really, really helpful.
We can work with this. Head toward my tower, and let's find a workbench to assemble the spell. Ugh.
Yeah, boss. I've been on the hunt for a monster place in town that's closing, and I go to a lot. The people there are really nice and like houseplants. Ah, but the garden center only has big monstera or tiny ones, not like an average sized one. I mean, you could always buy a tiny one and grow it into an average sized one. I'd like a monstera plant, but they're so expensive. So expensive.
I remember this old workbench. We can prepare the Cloak of Omission here. Good work. Place the components, one at a time, onto the enchanting... Almost done. Now sprinkle the tincture. Excellent. Now take the Cloak of Omission.
Cloak of Omission?
Go ahead and try it on. You look amazing.
Ooh.
Barely a hint of a Daedric connection. I should explain the particulars, though.
Okay.
Not a bad bit of work. You follow directions well. And the cloak looks perfectly dashing. Dashing, I say. Now let's head to Old Isra and meet up with Kirat Gadain. She should have gotten you access to the Conclave by now.
Wait a moment. You said something about the particulars?
Did I? I don't recall. But if you're asking about the Cloak of Omission, it could only shield you from so many scrying attempts. Eventually, someone will notice you. But the enchantment should last long enough for us to get our hands on Shelreni.
Anything else you want to tell, Courier?
Now that you mention it, yes. Gadain can get you on the access list, but you must play your part. Dunmer laws are labyrinthine, Telvanni especially. You need to invoke the proper statue to avoid suspicion.
The proper statue?
I just wish you could get nice looking like fake plants. Oh, so I got a fake plant in the range for downstairs because I wanted a plant to go on our little dresser thing because it was looking very empty and there just wasn't enough greenery. And I thought, I don't really have the time to have I don't really have the time to learn house plants yet. And I didn't really want a succulent on there because I know how to look after succulents because I've had one for ages. So I just bought this one for the range. They look really good now. There can be some really good fake plants now. And on Amazon, you can get some really, really good ones. But the range, if you have the range where you are, they do some really good fake eucalyptus and in hanging baskets. And they also have ones that are in little pots that hang over the side because I bought one of those. It was really cheap. It was like £3. And like you put it on a shelf and this fake eucalyptus like hangs over the edge and it looks really realistic. But yeah, the range specifically has some very good fake plants, like very, very good. Highly recommend.
The proper statue?
Just say the following to the sentry at the door. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement, and then demand entry to the Conclave. Can you remember that? Once we get inside, we can meet up with Kirat Gadain.
Remember 26, chat.
All right. Let us go to Aldisra.
What could Shelreni be thinking? She's obviously counting on the support of two Daedric princes. But does she really expect them to magically...
Milventine, thank you so much for coming along. I really appreciate it. We'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. Have an amazing sleep
Let's
and
get
wonderful
to Tel
dreams.
Hulen in Old Isra and see if the cloak works.
Forgive Khajiit for asking, but why is the statute you want her to invoke so important?
Because you're not a Telvanni. That particular statute relates to the agreement between House Telvanni and the Keepers of the Dead. If you present it with authority, the Sentry will probably grant you access.
Once inside, why does Khajiit not just tell the Conclave what Master Shereni is really up to?
And tell them what?
This is the Elder Scrolls
If you
Online.
even imply that any Telvanni would require the help of an outsider, you'd insult them at best or get arrested, if not immediately challenged to a duel of spells. Believe me, any of those would be counterproductive.
What could they arrest this one for?
Do you honestly think my people need a legitimate reason? Well, how about impersonating a Necrom official? Or infiltrating a meeting of the Master's Conclave? Not to mention acting in the service of a Daedric Prince? We can't risk it.
I don't know. Risking it sounds pretty fun to me. Jubilee Festival horse! Gosh, this was a nightmare to get. I really thought I wasn't going to get it, and it cost me an extra £8 to go onto a cloud service, I tell you.
Tel Hulen, the Tower of Halls, home to the Assembly of Masters. Remember to invoke the statute when you demand entry, and put on the cloak.
Takes my skin off wearing this cloak.
Know that, Drew? As Master Shalreni's mouth, you are prohibited from entering the Conclave.
But I must warn the Masters.
Don't worry. Your treacherous master will be dealt with soon enough.
Eh? Ah, fella Khajiit, we might be okay, chat.
You must warn the other Masters. I can no longer stand by and do nothing while Master Shalreni continues along this dark path. Her actions threaten the entire
She
peninsula.
kind of looks like Coriel.
You are Master Shereni's mouth. Why should Khajiit trust anything you tell her?
You probably shouldn't, but that doesn't mean I'm lying. I admired Shalreni for her skill and power. Thought she would help me rise in the ranks. But her ambition and contempt for her fellow Telvanni will doom us all.
What do you mean?
Master Shalreni made a deal with not one, but 2 Daedric princes. She plans to use their help to eliminate all who oppose her so she can become Archmagister. The Masters won't listen to me. They don't understand the danger.
What danger are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Master Shalreni stopped confiding in me. But I know how she thinks. She has no respect for the Masters or this Conclave. When they move to reprimand her, she's going to show them just how powerful she's become. It will be a bloodbath.
Uh-oh. Look over here that I missed. Let me just quickly...
Refreshing. Take it in. An opportunity for learning.
The Master's Conclave is in session. All other business is on hold. Come back later.
Check your list. Khajiit hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement and demands entry.
Necrom, Let me see. Ah, yes. You're listed as Curate Godane's attending clerk. Very good. You may go inside. I expect you'll find the curate in the assembly antechamber, as the attending magister declared the conclave for masters only.
Coriel will head inside, yes?
There's Curate Godane.
Really, I must...
I insist, Curate. You do realize I wield considerable influence as Master Norvora's mouth.
Of course, but...
I could do much for you and the Keepers. Now tell me, what do you think of my book?
That's Master Norvora's mouth. We need to extract Gadain this instant.
The curate and I are busy, outsider. I am eager to hear what he thinks of my book, Ancestors of a Humble Mouth. It's a work in progress, but at least 2 booksellers have expressed interest. Come back later.
Master Norvora sent this one to find you. She requires your immediate assistance, yes?
How strange. As no one but masters are allowed inside, Master Norvora explicitly told me to wait out here until after the Conclave concluded its business.
This one does not think it understands. Leave us. Now.
How rude! The Order Isra Committee of Social Decorum will hear about this insult. Of that, you can be sure.
Bye!
Thank you, my friend. Follow me. I know a place where we can talk privately.
I would do more with plants, but squirrels are a pain in the bum around here and keep digging stuff up. I tried, forgive me C-word grounds, but that didn't help. Sorry, Kay, I was looking for a way to keep the squirrels out of my plants and hurting them, and chicken wire is too expensive to cover our relatively large flower bed. Have you tried, like, looking on TikTok for people? Because some of the fixes for things that people on TikTok find is crazy. There's probably an IKEA furniture hack for it or something. I don't know if orange peel works, but orange peel deters cats. I don't know if it works for squirrels. Something really strong smelling. They often recommend the C word. Yeah, orange peel is here. I saw people make their own chicken wire from pet bottles. Oh.
We can speak freely here. You arrived not a moment too soon, my friend. Before they decided to seal the hall, and I was trapped in that dreadful conversation with Mouth Elar, I found what we needed. Master Shelreni is here, and being held under guard until the Conclave begins.
Matagon is not a cat. He's a fellow Khajiit. Have some respect, Gorenbat guy. Honestly.
Shelreni's here? This one saw her mouth outside. He said the masters are in danger. Let us go get Shelreni.
And now we come to the problem. Magister Gothrin arrived from Sadrith Mora to oversee the Master's Conclave. He immediately expelled all but the Telvanni Masters and placed a ward on the door. There's no way to get into the assembly hall.
There must be some way to get inside.
Sadly, disabling a ward placed by a Magister is beyond my capabilities. If you have any ideas, please share them. Otherwise, I fear the Masters are on their own in there.
Meln is a Magister. Maybe he can help us get past the ward.
A Magister? To counter Magister magic, eh? Good idea. Let's go disable the ward. A ward needs anchors. Use my ghost sight to spot them. See them? One on either side of the door.
Morena seemed exhausted.
I'll lend you my power to disable them.
The healers recommended she stay in bed, but she insisted we attend the conclave.
Magister Gothrin is good, but I'm better.
As much as
Let's
our
enter the
masters
assembly hall.
despise public appearances, they hate the thought of others.
They're just gonna let me casually walk through? Okay.
This is a closed session. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Now, Gothrin, surely such restrictions don't apply to a Magister and his proxy.
Meln!
Meln the Mouthless, a spirit. No matter. I will not tolerate your antics.
Nothing in our statutes precludes a dead Magister from participating in a conclave. Now, hear what my proxy has to say.
Very well. Step forward.
Already did. Can't tell me what to do, bro.
I recognize you from that incident with the ambitious lizard. And now you stand before me, representing one of my most annoying colleagues.
Meet again,
Well, get on
Gothrin.
with it. What's so important that Magister Meln dares interrupt these closed proceedings?
You are all in danger. Master Shelreni plans to eliminate all of her rivals.
And Magister Meln thought us so ineffective that he had to swoop in and save the day? How presumptuous of him. Do you really think one rogue master is a match for this assembly?
It is not just Master Shelreni. She has the support of 2 Daedric princes.
So I heard. Hence the reason I decided to leave my comfortable tower and come all this way to personally take charge of this conclave. The masters will hear the charges, question the subject, and render swift judgment.
She is going to kill you all, just like she killed Meln the Mouthless.
Is that why you're here? To add another charge to Shelreni's list of crimes? Then so noted. Perhaps that's why she turned herself over without any fuss or bother, so that she can plead for mercy. Perhaps I'll be lenient. Perhaps not.
You are making a mistake. Magister Meln says you cannot underestimate Master Shelreni.
Enough of this nonsense. I listened to the concerns of your Magister and heard his allegation. Now we are finished. Meln may stay if he wishes. That is his right. But you and the curate should go and leave us to our work.
Psst, over here. I forgot how boring my so-called peers can be. Pity Shelreni didn't eliminate a few more of my rivals before we noticed. But your master, Meln.
Hi, Raihan. Hope you're glad. Temp Jaeger, hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. Hello.
That's why I wanted a word with you.
Shoot is curious. What did you want to talk to her about?
Your master has delayed these proceedings long enough. Master Shelreni reached above her station and must be dealt with. Anything that postpones that and increases the time I must spend in the company of my so-called peers will not be tolerated.
Master Shelreni murdered Magister Meln. He has the right to confront her.
Murder, you say? That is serious. I suppose anything can be expected from a master who makes pacts with Daedra. We really need to strip her of her rank and exile her. Well, if you must see her, she's being held in a meeting room down the East Hall.
I don't understand this necessity for debate. If it were up to me, we'd get right to the vote. Nothing anyone has to say will change my mind about Shelreni. Now then, is Magister Meln really dead?
Magister Meln was murdered by Master Shelreni. He needs to see her right away.
Meln may have confused Magister Gothrin, but there's no provision for a dead Telvanni participating in a conclave. It's just not done.
Look, if we do not find Shelreni, there is no telling what will happen with and the other masters.
Is that a threat? Master Morena led Shelreni through the East Door for making similar pronouncements only a few moments ago. If that can happen to a master, imagine what's in store for a lowly mouth.
I wouldn't suggest disobeying the order of Magister Gothrin. I've seen him turn around.
If you're intent on flouting Magister Gothrin's authority, then I suggest you speak to Masters Foves and Norvora. Neither of them could keep a confidence if their lives depended upon it. But if anyone asks, you heard nothing from me.
Oh, love it. Right, Gadden, let's get going. Let's get Gadden out of here.
There's a meeting room just to the right. This must be where they're holding her.
Shelreni's gone, but what's that tipped over bottle over there? That's pure essence of dream. Let me cast a spell to see what happened here.
What was that? Just a little gift from the Prince of Dreams. Soon, you will do exactly as I say. You won't get away with this. I already have. And with your help, I'll get away with so much more. Now let's go attend the Conclave. My ascension requires participants, willing or otherwise.
We must get to the Conclave. It's held in the Master's private hall to the north.
Uh-oh.
Something's going on to the north. I think the Conclave is starting.
Mm-mm. Whee! Oh. Oh, my robe has disappeared.
Master Shelrenny, you stand accused of conspiring against your fellow Telvanni, murdering Meln the Mouthless, and consorting with Daedric princes.
Uh-oh.
A Telvanni doesn't plead. But I will kill you all before I take my sacrifice and depart.
Help me, Magister!
Shelrenny, cease your actions this instant.
Use my ghost sight to disable the wards and get down there.
Good idea, Mel. Maybe you should have done that beforehand, huh? Maybe we should have gone down there like before, standing and listening. I think most parents will get where I'm coming from. I wish schools would stop calling parents about non-urgent things during school hours. I always panic when I see this phone ringing and it's a school and I pick up and I get an automated message about a dang bake sale. That could be an email or a letter that gets sent home with the kid, right? Why are they ringing you about this?
Fools can't stop me. What hope do you have?
Well, easy peasy, Shelrenny. I'm gonna kill you, basically.
Come on, get up! I'm not ready to die a second time.
You're finally awake. Thank the ancestors. I thought Shelrenny killed
No, but I'm gonna kill her.
We should talk, Mouth of Meln. The Mouth of the Mouthless. I suppose you want me to say that you and Meln were right. That
Yeah, a little bit.
Shelrenny's threat more seriously. Well, let's pretend I said that.
Actually, I think you should say it.
To happen next.
Actually. In Telvanni lands, murder is just another polite argument. Fair. It'd be cool if you could polymorph into a mud crab, saving Nern with your own 2 claws. I love a little mud crab.
This one remembers rushing towards Shelrenny when suddenly everything went black.
Yes, quite a display. She used the Conclave to formally announce her intentions. Her spell would have killed everyone, and positioned her to challenge the Archmagister for rulership of the house. Luckily, I was on hand to save the local masters.
What did you do?
Shelrenny may be a powerful master, but I am a Magister of the Telvanni Council. It was a simple matter to deflect her attack while the Conclave dispersed. Then, I stabilized the portal she fled through, assuming you would want to follow her.
Why would you assume that we want to follow Master Shelrenny?
Really now? Who do you think
Of course I do.
insulted when he first invented his Cloak of Omission? I see the mark of Mora upon you.
Oops.
House Telvanni wants no part in the machinations of Daedric princes. Just make sure to kill Shelrenny when you find her.
What about Master Marina?
Master Morena revealed her inadequacies when she allowed herself to be captured. The other masters survived. In both cases, House Telvanni won. If you plan to chase Shelrenny, I suggest you leave now. I'm not going to hold that portal open forever.
It is wondering. He does not care what happens to Master Marina?
In all honesty, no. In case you haven't noticed, we of House Telvanni are a superior lot. Sentiment and mercy rarely factor into our actions. Now, step lively. That portal will close as soon as my attention wavers. Ooh, and I feel a yawn coming on.
He's actually so stinky. Actually so stinky. The stinkiest of the stinkers.
This ancient ruin. Those markings. This place is dedicated to Vermina.
I think we visited the memory of it in the Eye of Mora.
Ah. Yeah, we did.
This chamber appears promising. We should look around.
The Dremora Torvastad came to me with an intriguing proposition more than 2 years ago now. He promised to fulfill my lifelong ambition to become Archmagister and rule over House Telvanni. All I had to do was pledge my service to Vermina, the Prince of Dark Portents, and all my dreams would come to pass. He explained that something had been taken from the world long ago, that it was his destiny to restore what has been stolen, what was lost. He said that restoration began with a dream, hence his alignment with Vermina. For in a dream he recalled a shrine to the Dreamweaver, a shrine that was imperative I help him repair. After much research and investigation, we have come to his ancient site. Now all we need to do is find the shrine Torvastad saw in his dreams.
Okay.
After months of preparation, we're finally ready to begin the work to fully restore the ancient statue of Vermina. While I still don't understand the significance of this effigy, I have devoted myself to determining exactly how to rebuild the statue and restore it to its former glory. Torvastad works by my side, learning all he can. When I ask why, he refuses to answer. He just says that restoring the statue is key to restoring what was lost. And now I have an army of Vermina's followers, bolstered by those devoted to Periite. Lightcrown disgusts me, but I cannot fault his brilliance or the strength of his charges. The supply of malachite from the Avilis quarries have finally arrived, and we can begin. Soon Vermina shall reward me with the power I need to become Archmagister of House Telvanni.
Anything relevant in those papers?
Hold on, Gadin. We just gotta Gadin these guys in the butt. There we go.
Was there anything in those papers about Master Shelreni or where we might find her?
These pages talk about Shelreni's arrangement with Torvastad.
She writes about how Torvastad came to her, indoctrinated her into Vermina's service, how he was consumed with restoring something that was either stolen or lost, and how he insisted they find this ancient shrine. Interesting.
And here she writes about the work they did to restore our Vermina statue.
So they sent the malachite mined from the Alavelis quarry here. And she discusses how the hidden kindred were formed to provide the workers needed to accomplish the restoration. Somehow, rebuilding a Vermina statue is the key to Torvastad's goal.
In the Panopticon, Torvastad alters Mora's memory by restoring a Vermina statue.
This must be where that original memory took place. Where Vermina and Periite think Hermaeus Mora wronged them and stole whatever it is they now seek. Let's keep going. That restored statue and Master Shelreni must be somewhere in this old ruin.
We will find her.
We must find Shelreni and stop her from completing this rite.
We're on it, mate. We're on it. We're trying. We're doing it. We're doing the stuff. We're doing the things. We're trying. We're doing it. It's all happening. I reckon the Vermina shrine might be in here. I don't know. I'm from FNAF? That sounds terrifying.
There's Shelreni and Master Morena. We need to free her.
My black book! Looks like Shelreni got past my safeguards.
Ingenious, Torvastad. Using the restored memory to open a path to APOCRYPHA.
Uh-oh.
What we need now is for Shelreni to finish the rite and perform the sacrifice.
Uh-oh.
Shelreni, an aspect of Vermina? That's not good.
Away, agents of fate! This vessel will help me restore what was taken from us all!
Oh. Oh.
No! Now, my disciple, complete the sacrifice so I may inhabit the vessel.
No! Don't do it! No! No!
The thing
Shelreni at the ghost site.
Now, friend, free Morena from the
Daedric magic is unstable. Save yourselves. No! Not when we're so close.
Close my black book and take it. That should end the rite.
Taking the black book won't stop us, and one of you will serve just as well as a sacrifice.
No need to involve outsiders, Shelreni. Prince Vermina accepts your sacrifice and deems you a worthy vassal.
I regret the bloodshed, but soon Mora's injustice will be undone.
I can enter Apocrypha and strike at Mora's heart. With me, my fate.
We have to warn Apocrypha. Let's return to the Necrom Bindery and find Laramil.
Hold still, and I'll open a portal back to Necrom.
That can't be good. That can't be good, chat, right? That doesn't seem good. I don't think that's good. Laramil!
Oh. Neither Scroot nor I can feel Hermaeus Mora's presence. We both find this unsettling. Good, you are here. Both Scroot and I felt a sudden disturbance in the tides of fate. Something terrible has happened in Apocrypha, and Scroot and I no longer feel the presence of the one who knows.
Shelreni performed the rite. Lightcrown sacrificed her, and Vermina possessed her body.
Another significant event in the annals of fate, and I missed it. But Master Shelreni is dead, and Vermina did what? Start from the beginning, Proxy. What happened at the Master's Conclave?
We warned the Masters, which helped save them, when Master Shelreni tried to kill them all.
So that was Shelreni's plan. Use whatever power the princess provided to eliminate her rivals and move up in rank. I am glad she failed. But what happened after that?
We followed her to the shrine we shore in the memory. We saved the master she planned to sacrifice.
And Blightcrown decided to complete the rite anyway by sacrificing Shelreni instead. Ruthless, but in keeping with a follower of Periite. And you say this allowed Vermina to possess Shelreni's corpse. What happened next, Proxy?
Vermina used Shelreni to open a path to Apocrypha. Can princes enter a rival's realm uninvited?
They cannot. Not usually. Hence all the trouble that Torvasard and his allies went through to reach this point. At least you saved the Telvanni Masters and recovered Meln's Black Book. Well done. While I ponder next steps, take this. You earned it. Both Scroot and I felt the tides of fate churn and boil. Worse, neither of us has been able to commune with Hermaeus Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shelreni's body walk into Apocrypha?
Harjit can easily say yes. Vermina possessed her body after Blightcrown sacrificed her.
Giving Vermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Without fate to guide us, we are lost in the dark without a candle.
There must be some way to follow them, Laramil.
Blightcrown and Torvasard have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shelreni where Vermina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy, before the disaster Mora foresaw comes to pass?
Coriel is with you, Laramil. But how can we ask Master Shelreni anything? It is dead.
Fortunately, we have two conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Telvanni mage dies.
Please, answer this one. Tell her more about Aetherius, and why we think we can contact Master Shelreni's spirit.
Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps, or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shelreni fits both categories.
Why would Vermina want to enter APOCRYPHA?
What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on APOCRYPHA. Vermina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them. But the way she's going about it will doom us all. We need to determine her destination and stop her.
You mentioned that neither you nor Scroot can feel the presence of Hermaeus Mora?
You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scroot experiences every day in the service of her master, and what I sense when I commune with the one who knows. Now, it just feels empty.
And you think this has something to do with Vermina entering APOCRYPHA?
Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection in the Panopticon, and he was trying to increase its potency. Maybe the Rite did more than open a path. Maybe it cut Mora off from his own realm.
Laramil's idea is a good one. Master Shelreni has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her.
I don't understand this death thing. Or spirits either. Daedra aren't bound to such a limited and finite existence. Beyond that, spirit or no, can we trust anything Master Shelreni says? With reality hanging in the balance? I don't think so.
What do you mean about reality?
Reality? The place where we keep all our stuff? When Vermina entered APOCRYPHA without permission, which should be impossible, I might add, reality went askew. My connection to the realm radiates with torment. But the silence is worse.
Silence?
I no longer hear the melodious decrees of my master. Hermaeus Mora is just gone. And that shouldn't be possible either. Find a way to fix this, mortal, or I fear APOCRYPHA will just be the first realm to suffer.
No Telvanni master worth their weight in Kwama cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shelreni's spirit. Whether we can get her to cooperate, well, that's an entirely different matter.
How do we contact Master Shelreni's spirit?
As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbids summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shelreni's spirit. We can go to her and simply request an audience.
And where do we go to find the spirit of a dead Telvanni master?
Same place you found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to Tel Barrow and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Though, I'm better take Gadain with us. If she's become a vengeful spirit, his expertise might be required.
Oh dear.
Meln, we can't just summon the dead whenever we please. It's forbidden.
Yes. Summoning is an affront to your order. But if the spirit is already there...
If I help you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask this of you if the situation was not dire.
Of course I'll help, Laramie.
Thank you, emo kid.
See if I can find Vermina while you chase spirits. Not like I've got anything better to do.
Good luck at Tel Barrow, my friends. Return here with whatever you learn.
Dealing with displaced spirits is very much frowned upon by the Keepers of the Dead. I'll help, because the stakes are great, but it goes against every iota of my training.
Is ancestor worship all about Isn't ancestor worship all about communicating with those who have just passed on?
That's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shelreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate the Codex too badly.
Meln thinks your expertise might come in handy if we do find Master Shelreni's spirit.
Indeed. The
I don't know, I hope you're
recently
glad,
departed
because
are
if you
often
don't, I'll be sad.
confused,
Hello.
and that confusion can turn violent. I much prefer to deal with the spirits of our ancient ancestors. They may be cantankerous, but they've had enough time to reconcile to their undead existence.
Hmm? Not gonna give me a portal? Hmm? Okay. Rude. 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 I will pay some gold. I don't usually do this, but I'm doing it right now. Stink corn. Get in my Well, you don't like stink corn, or you don't like plant picking? Sorry? Is it just like all plants, or what?
By Mora's many eyes!
I haven't done all the side quests. I just realised I haven't picked up Sharp. I'll have to do that before I finish the main story.
Where's the Keeper? He should have been here by now.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Telvanni towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
Evander thinks touching mushrooms with your hands is disgusting. Oh. Interesting. How else do you pick mushrooms?
Over there. Just let me... There. Easy enough for a Magister to remove a Master's ward. Let's go inside. Shelreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Careful, my friend.
Blight Crown! He killed me. I'll destroy them all!
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shelreni has fallen? I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. This is your fault, outsider. You and those duplicitous Daedric princes.
Blight Crown betrayed you, and Varmina stole your body. You can help us stop them.
Now, why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Periite steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them.
You are content to let Varmina's betrayal go unpunished? That does not sound like the Telvanni way.
You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider. Or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power reneges on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes.
Khajiit's fury. What did you do for the princes?
I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blight Crown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to APOCRYPHA. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister.
Instead, Lightcrown betrayed you, and Vermina stole your body. You know where she took it, yes?
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vermina seeks lies through the infinite panopticon. Torvasad will lead her there.
Why did you seek the help of Vermina and Periat in the first place?
It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina.
What about Periat? Why is he working with Vermina?
Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together.
Do you know anything more about the secret that they are searching for?
Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blight Crown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really.
Please, tell Courier, what did Hermaeus Mora acquire, exactly?
It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in.
He does not know anything more specific?
Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Periat want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more.
You know why Hermaeus Mora has gone silent, yes?
Silent, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked. I told Blightcrown I could do it.
What did you do?
I took Blightcrown's mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the right, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what?
How do you fix this?
Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly?
I can't absolve you of your transgression, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
Sure.
That was much more intense than the ancestor visits I participated in at the catacombs. Anyway, let's go find Laramil and tell her what the spirit said. She'll be able to make sense of it. I know she will.
I wonder if we can even find the Infinite Panopticon again.
Oh, we'll find it. We'll find it, Mel. Don't you worry about it.
How do you drive this thing?
Could have given me a portal to the bindery. Sheesh. Lazy buggers. Lazy bloody buggers, and they chat, eh? Lazy bloody buggers. The gasp. I like mushrooms. Mushrooms are good. I like mushrooms. Alright, I think we're gonna be going... assuming. I'm gonna get to the point where we hand in a skill point, and then I think we're gonna go do Sharp's quest, possibly. Because I realise I haven't done his quest. He's up here.
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Apocrypha is not as bad as you say. Ah, Proxy. Tell me what happened at Tel Barrow. Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news, while my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy.
Master Shareni said Vermina needs to enter the Infinite Panopticon and find the secret they seek.
The Infinite Panopticon? First they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan.
Do you have something in mind, Lermil?
What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shalreni's body. That will be her undoing.
What do you mean?
Shalreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think.
Yes, one guesses we need to return to Apocrypha.
Edain, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you, really.
Does he have a crush on Laramil?
Let us meet at the location where we first entered the Infinite Panopticon. While the entrance never appears in the same place twice, I have an idea that might just...
I think he has a little crush.
If the Panopticon's entrance is moved, will we be able to find it again?
I am not certain. The ritual I utilized earlier is not something I dare to perform again so soon. But there is another option, one I have only read about, but never attempted myself. Let us forge ahead and see what fate has in store for us.
Prior to this, my most complicated day involved misplaced grave urns, obnoxious relatives, and the occasional ancestor spirit who was out of sorts. I'm not sure what I have to offer once we return to Apocrypha, but I'll help in any way I can.
I don't think I'm actually going to get to the point where we hand in the skill point, because I think that's going to be too far. I think we're going to go pick up Sharp and continue this part of the main story later, because I'm very conscious of the fact that we're 6 out of 9. And I feel like these next last bits are going to get very hectic. So, we're going to go grab Sharp. But, before we do, I'm going to go on a little bit of a break. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to take my eyes away from the screen. And you should do the same. I'm not going to make a cup of tea this time because we will be winding down in not too soon, but a little while. And I really need a wee. So that's why I'm going on a bit of a break. Mostly straight back into some Elder Scrolls Online. Necrom.
That's enough fishing.
That is enough fishing. So, we're going to go pick up our good friend, well, soon-to-be friend, Stabby McStabstab. This is like the only side quest I haven't... Oh, yeah, here he is. Sharp as night. Here he is. Here's the boy.
Hands off, or I will gut you like the rest. What? Never seen an
there's still
assassin
music playing.
get put out of work before.
Actually, quite a few times I've seen that, so don't panic. You're good. So, Sharp is a little side quest who slipped away from me. I thought I'd done all the side quests, then I remembered he doesn't come up on the zone completion. He's just a sneaky boy, so we're going to pick up Sharp.
You're not one of these third-rate assassins, I can tell. But if you or anyone else puts a hand on me, I'm answering with my axes.
You must tell Khajiit. What is going on here?
I've been cutting down these mercenaries for the better part of the day. I'm guessing my target knows I'm on to her and has started sending them my way. My associate, Harn Orenvi, might know something about it, but I can't bring this heat to him.
You need someone to relay a message, yes?
More like gather information. And if you're offering, I can pay you. Harn usually holds court at the Outlaw's Refuge. He'll be the only one there with bodyguards. Ask him if Rhaenyra Treveri's been through recently. Got it?
Sure. This one will ask Harn Reveni about Rhaenyra for you.
Fair warning. Harn might ask you for a favor in return for information. I can pay you back, but you don't get paid until I get paid, and I don't get paid until I find Rhaenyra. Make sure you get something good. I'll find you after you're done.
Khajiit has some question.
Well, make it quick, before more of those mercenaries decide to show up. I just can't figure out where I slipped up. Rhaenyra shouldn't know I was after her. My catches never knew.
Catches?
Targets. Bounties. Got fishing on the mind, I suppose. I was planning a trip when I got put on this job. High priority, and the pay was nothing I could pass up. Lucky for the fish.
Are you after? What do you do? And what does she?
I'm a mercenary, bounty hunter, assassin, whatever gets me paid. Rhaenyra stole something. Was told I'd know it when I saw it. Research notes to try and gain favor with some rival Telvanni magister, maybe. Tale as old as time in these parts.
Does that mean lion, say, Telvanni magister?
I think so. I don't know. I was handed the job by my job broker. He let slip that Rhaenyra used to work for the client, but I didn't stick around to hear much else.
Please, answer, Khajiit. You didn't ask for more details?
It is a time-sensitive job, and I was told to stop Rhaenyra at any cost. Thought it'd be better to get on her trail sooner rather than later. I don't need to know all the fancy details and motivations. I just need to know enough to get paid.
You said Coriel can find Harn or Reveni in the Outlaw's Refuge. He is a thief, yes?
He's one of Necrom's only crime lords. Big fish in a small pond, and he knows everybody, so I am certain he knows Rhaenyra. I've worked for him before. We're not on bad terms, but I wouldn't go to him if I had any other choice.
Why not?
He's chatty. Too friendly for my taste. Lures people in just so he can get them under his thumb and in his debt. Last time we did business, we didn't see eye to eye on something. Let's leave it at that.
What is yours?
What? My story? I tell you to make it quick, and that's what you decide to ask me. Try again, or get moving. And listen, don't mention me to Harn. It probably won't do you any favors.
Yes, Sharp. Whatever you say, Sharp. When the moon hits your eye like a portal to scry, that's Mora. Never see me coming. Kitty!
A word of advice. Harn's a busy man. Don't waste his time or he'll take it out of your hide.
But you're so cute.
Please, Han. They're not just flowers. They're...
Surely a man of your talents can grow more. Now, move. Others wait in need of my counsel. Your face isn't familiar to me, but I'd know that look anywhere. You want something from me. Information, probably. Well, what is it you're looking for?
Coriel is looking for Rhaenyra Treveri.
Rhaenyra Treveri. Really? I may know something about her. Perhaps you can enlighten me on why it is you're seeking her.
Khajiit's business with Rayniller is hers.
All right, don't get so touchy, Fla. Raynilla was through recently. I can tell you what I know, but not without a favor in return. Why don't you deliver these red flowers I just gathered to some dear friends of mine?
Those columbine flowers are useful to alchemists. You are just giving them away?
Are they really? Well, aren't you a clever one? Since you've made yourself useful, I'll tell you that Raynilla came through recently, seeking Daedric, a fence who specializes in moving specialty items.
Oriel is killery. Where can Khajiit find Daedric?
She keeps a room in town. I'll mark it on your map. Careful, though. Daedric and Raynilla were old friends, but they fell out some time ago. Asking after one might cause the other to be very sharp with her answers.
Thank you for the information. Oriel will seek out Daedric.
If you have further business with me, get right to it. If you don't, you're blocking my view.
You must tell Khajiit. What happened to your eye?
Oh, this. I got too chummy with a certain Argonian associate of mine. All I did was put a hand on his shoulder to get his attention. Apparently, it was the wrong move. He let me know with a nasty swipe of his claws.
He attacked you for touching him?
Can't say I blame him. I've attacked people for far less. I haven't seen this associate of mine for quite some time. Pity. I'd like to thank him properly for what he did.
Thank him by...
No, just thank him. This scar gives me a subtle air of menace that has done wonders for my business. I don't hold it against him. But the same can't be said for my bodyguards. So I suppose it's for the best that he keeps his distance.
That's actually really clever. That's brilliant. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a clever way of getting in the answers of why he hasn't spoke to him, but also making it a bit funny. I like that. That's good. Whatever he wears, that Argonian sure is a sharp dresser. Very sharp. Sharp as an...
Thank you for speaking with Rizadru. This one must ensure the esteemed Folso Khleran's beloved Nirvania also receives funerary rites at his side. This can be arranged?
Certainly. It's set for tomorrow. Adding his beloved isn't a problem. Were they married?
Ah, well, Rizadru thinks not. Nirvania was his favorite guard.
Oh, I see. That is unusual. Do you have something in writing? A formal request from the family?
Perhaps when Rizadru talks to the family tomorrow, he can ask them for this consideration. Thank you for your time, Keeper Drareni.
What? What an interesting interaction. Another quest? Wait. Huh? There's another quest I missed? Oh no.
We don't like to discriminate against the more bookish members of our guild. In fact, we tend to encourage them. But we need an adventurer, not a librarian. The guild has need of you. It will be dangerous, but we can compensate you.
What does the Mages Guild need Khajiit for?
You know how powerful mages can be. We command the elements, or make things from nothing. We can summon entities from across oblivion. Even shape reality, if you want to be grandiose about it. But what if we summon something terrible?
A Mages Guild member summoned something terrible?
Not yet. But if we don't stop it, one of Hermina's nightmare Daedra could manifest in our world. This portal leads to Warlock Vanton's tower, the focus of the threat. Do you know other warriors? Gather them. This will be exceedingly dangerous.
Alright. This one will go through the portal.
Talk to Scholar Arlance when you arrive.
Right. Okay.
With the rest of the mages. I only left to find help when we figured out what Vermina's Daedra planned. The portal is right there. Quickly now.
Right. I'm not doing this right now.
The Daedra attacking Van.
I'm not doing this one right now. This is a trial. So we will wait to do that one until we have an actual group or something or other. Yes? Reminds me of Star Wars in that Mark Hamill was going to be passed over for Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi because they wanted someone who looked more mature. Then Mark Hamill was in a minor car accident and ended up with a facial scar, and so they thought brought him back after all. Brilliant. Scars, man. They helped make you look a bit more intimidating. Wanna know how I got these scars?
Hey, told you I'd find you. Raynilla was here. Looks like debt collection notices. Not helpful to us. Ugh, rot meth. Makes me wish I was born without nostrils. Can't understand how anyone drinks the stuff.
Derridon, Mivy insisted I ask for your help. I'm desperate and tired of you not responding to my letters. I'm slipping this one under your door so I know you got it. We're camped across the river from the old Salem Mora outpost, heading north towards the road between two boulders. Help us, and Meve and I shall help you shed this life and start again somewhere new. Somewhere far from the Reformer's grasp. I promise, things won't go like they did in Gratwood. I've discovered a way to safely undo the damage he's done to the goods. You'll be in no danger this time around. You have my word.
Is this Doredrian's place? Seems like a wanted woman, whoever she is. Let me see that letter. So, Raynilla came by, pestering this Doredrian for help. Why?
Daedric is a fence who moves specialty items. Arn said she and Raynilla used to be friends.
Great. Well, maybe they patched things up and Doredrian went to go help her, though that doesn't explain why she'd leave behind a note that says exactly where she's gone, especially if she's trying to hide from this reformer that Raynilla mentioned.
Is the reformer the one who hired you to find her then?
Maybe. My job broker told me to track down Raynilla and take back what she stole for an important client. He didn't give other details, and that's usually fine with me. No memory of my past makes no answers an easy pill for me to swallow.
This one is going to say no memories of your past. It has amnesia?
I woke up a few years back in the middle of Valenwood with a nasty headache and no memory except my name. But that doesn't have anything to do with the job. Let's get to that campsite. I'll scout ahead and see if we can take Raynilla by surprise.
All right. Goriel will meet you at Raynilla's campsite.
Great. If all goes well, then we can both get paid and go our separate ways, I guess.
This one can know more about your amnesia, yes?
I already told you most everything I know. I came to in Valenwood, middle of nowhere, blood on my claws. Someone was screaming, didn't see who. My head felt like it was split in half, so they got away. Well, I was in the middle of the forest, had to hunt and track so I didn't starve to death. At one point, I started heading towards this huge tree in the distance. Eldenroot, civilization. Sometimes I wonder if I should have just stayed in the woods.
Did you try to find out information on where you might have come from?
Sure, a bit. Look, I didn't know if I'd killed someone or someone had tried to kill me. I kept my head down, took any job to get by, and now I guess I'm here.
You are curious about her before. Someone could be looking.
If someone somewhere cares I'm gone, they're keeping awfully quiet about it. Either nobody misses me enough to go looking for me, or I was a loner before, just like I'm a loner now. I'm not trying to find answers on my past. You shouldn't either.
Let us hit to Rhaenyra's campsite then.
Meet you there.
Why does
And
that,
don't go
like,
blundering in without me.
ring bells?
Wasn't there like a really sad quest with an Argonian in Valenwood? And I vaguely remember like crying and someone dying. Might be nothing to do with that, but like, I don't know.
Have you come seeking the wisdom of the
Hey, Merc. Over here.
Hello?
in the correct place?
What do you want?
I'm very glad you stopped. Not many travelers do along this road. Necrom. A nook there awaits my... An outsider knows of our ways. It has become... Oh, thank the three. Yes.
I think I've already spoke to that dude.
I scouted ahead. That campsite is crawling with the mercenaries that attacked me. Seems like they're searching or waiting for something. But that got me thinking. Why would those mercenaries be after both me and Rhaenyra?
I thought you said Rhaenyra was the one sending mercenaries after you.
I thought about that on the way over, too. If Rhaenyra could afford to hire mercenaries, she wouldn't be desperate for Daedrian's help like she was in that note we found, right? Something else is going on here.
Should we?
That campsite is the only lead we have on finding Rhaenyra. If we can get there, maybe we can find something to keep us on her trail. I'm not used to looking out for others. Can you handle yourself if we run into trouble?
This one can handle her. Let us go.
Can I handle myself in a fight? You should see some of the things I've done so far, bro. I've saved Tamriel countless times, bro.
This one was dead when we got here, right? Check around. Maybe we'll find something useful.
Name, question mark. Derridian says they don't have a name. Symbol, 2 lanterns. Known operatives, allies.
There.
Mevi, Andros, Aldithra. Nepta, Archon. Cyril, Caro. Carting, Cleaves to be Bone? Cartag? Location unknown.
Very nice.
Wait.
Good to settle
Those
my
lanterns.
old bones for a bit.
This is Rhaenyra's signal? I think I've seen it before. Look, someone left a trail. Crouch down and you'll see it. From the tracks, it looks like 2 fleeing, 2 in pursuit. They couldn't have gone too far.
Hello.
Looks like Rhaenyra and one other got away. Got rid of her tail, and managed to hide her prince from here with magic.
Daedrian, welcome to the operation. Any and all past involvement with Rhaenyra is, of course, forgiven. Do as I ask, and you'll have your debts to Han or Verney wiped out in no time. I've arranged for a few of my mercenaries to meet you outside Necrom. From there, lead them to Rhaenyra's campsite. Per your request, I will pay you extra for any names and additional information you can give them on her organization. She's been a thorn in my side for far too long. Dim is still of use to me. If you can, see that you leave her alive. However,
If Sharp as Knight crosses your path, abandon all directives and prioritize his capture. We got put on Rhaenyra's trial by some strange twist of fate. Where she is, he may also be. I know you must want to get even with him, but please try not to harm him beyond repair. Bring him to me alive, and I will grant you 3 times the promised rate. So glad to be working together. The Reformer.
Well, if Daedric came here to help Rhaenyra, it doesn't seem like she did a very good job. And no other sign of Rhaenyra or the one she was traveling with. What are those notes? What did you find out?
Daedric betrayed Rhaenyra. She sold her out to the Reformer and led mercenaries to the campsite.
Right. She threw in with the Reformer, who told her to prioritize my capture over Rhaenyra's? What? And he's the one who hired me, without knowing it? This is the last time I ever find work through a job broker.
And it really does not know that it was hired to take back what it was... And it really does not know what it were hired to take back from Rhaenyra?
No, but we can piece it together. The fence moving specialty items, the 2 lantern signal, the list of operatives, this person called Dim who the Reformer wants back alive. Rhaenyra isn't traveling alone with some trinket. She's freeing a slave.
Then why is the Reformer after you, too?
I don't want to think about that right now. This can't be all there is. There has to be someone who can give us answers. There was another name I saw, Mevi, in Ald Isra, right? That's not far. If we can find her, maybe she could tell us more.
Let us find Mevi in Ald Isra.
I'll meet you there. I just need a minute.
Alright, Sharp, no worries. Must be quite overwhelming when you literally don't remember anything, bro. Well, I have a feeling we're gonna be good friends. Old Isra, eh? Old Isra, eh? Back and forward to Old Isra. There's a lot of quests that end up here. Was it about a gay couple? I remember one quest, there was a gay couple and one of them died, and I think they're to gather flowers for the grave. I don't think it's that one. I feel like it involved some sensitive subjects. Obviously, that's a sensitive subject, losing a partner,
Someday
but like
you'll make something surprising with that.
other sensitive subjects that we don't go into right now because it's too heavy.
That's got to be Mevi.
Sharp as Night? By Azura, after all these years, is it really you?
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
I don't know you, and I've never met Sharp. But the way my Rhaenyra spoke of him, I'd recognize him anywhere. Are you one of her connections? Have you been watching over him all this time? Did he finally remember Rhaenyra?
Oriel is helping Sharp, but we only just met. He remembers nothing of his life before a few years ago.
The Reformer uses experimental magic on his slaves. Rhaenyra didn't understand the process, and when she excised it from Sharp to free him, it tore something from him. His memories, she thought. Rhaenyra never forgave herself for what happened.
Where is Rhaenyra? We have reason to believe she's in danger.
She put herself on assignment. She's freeing another from the Reformer. I haven't heard from her, but that's how these things often go. Forgive me, it's only just occurred to me, but if Sharp has no memories of Rhaenyra, how did you find me?
Daedric betrayed Rhaenyra to work for the Reformer. We found these notes on his mercenary.
What? Daedric? No, Rhaenyra needed her help to find the smugglers' tunnels in Gorn. She'd arranged for a boat to take them to safety. If If it's just the two of them in those tunnels, I need to get to her. Please, can you help?
We can head to Gorn and find Raynilla.
You two go on ahead. I need to gather Raynilla's research and prepare to travel light for a while. We always knew this day might come. Thankfully, we always tried to remain ready for just such an occasion.
Sharp and Coriel have some questions for you first.
I can spare a moment to tell you what I know, but after, we really should get moving to Gorn.
Coriel is curious. Who is Raynilla to you?
She is my wife.
Oh.
Sharp is the reason we met, actually. She needed forged documents for his new identity. I'd never done anything like that before, but she convinced me. Pity he didn't get to use the forgeries. But some good came of it, at least.
It is true that she used to work for the Reformer, yes?
It is. She told me he had ambitious ideals that challenged the traditions of House Telvanni. But when she witnessed the cost of those ideals firsthand, she had a change of heart. Breaking ties wasn't enough. She started freeing his slaves.
You still help Raynilla with her operation, yes?
When she lets me. I'm skilled in forgeries and logistics, but I've never done field work, not like her. It's dangerous work and, well, she's always been very protective of me.
So she works alone?
She has an informal web of operatives across Tamriel focused on freeing slaves. She relies heavily on favors and appealing to people's better nature. It's a struggle, to be sure. I think Raynilla takes on a lot more than she can bear.
And what can you tell us about this Reformer?
He's a rich and powerful Telvanni magister who hides behind his moniker and keeps the particulars of his research close to his chest. He practices horrible experiments on his slaves. Somehow, he thinks his work is going to end slavery in Tamriel.
You will tell Coriel. How exactly would he do that?
Raynilla says he uses some experimental metal to create a sort of link between him and his subjects. I've blocked out most of the details, but I do know that Sharp was the Reformer's favorite.
That explains why he's so desperate.
Sharp's resistance always captivated the Reformer. It was as if perfecting that link and conquering Sharp's will was his greatest trial.
And severing that link is why Sharp lost its memories.
Precisely. After that happened to Sharp, Raynilla studied the vile process and learned how to safely deattune those freed after him. She'll be thrilled to see him again. I just know it. She might even know how to restore his memories.
What more can you tell us about Sharp's past?
Raynilla can tell you more when we find her. The way she speaks of him, it's like she's worrying after an old friend. She liked to imagine that he ended up living a peaceful life as a fisherman somewhere.
When did Raynilla lose track of Sharp, exactly?
He was feral when she excised him from the Reformer's control. She had no choice but to subdue him. She delivered him to Daedric at an old safe site in Valenwood. He was supposed to go to Blackmarsh from there, but things didn't go as planned. Daedric put a hand on Sharp to shake him awake, and he nearly clawed her face off. She said she barely escaped with her life. I can't blame Sharp, and Raynilla felt the same. He must have reacted in fear, that's all.
Forgive this one, but did Daedric keep helping Raynilla after that?
No. Daedric was furious. Raynilla didn't know such a thing would happen, but that didn't seem to matter to Daedric. She had complained that Raynilla wasn't paying her enough anyway. I'm just sad it ended this way for her. Sharp, Raynilla would say that you're under no obligation to help, but please.
I'm on my way. Where are the smugglers' tunnels you mentioned?
I think there's a secret entrance in the southwest tunnels. I'll follow shortly. Please, hurry.
Where we going? No, where we going? Ah, the public dungeon. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pay. Very unlike me, but we're just gonna pay. Because I think Badgers is gonna start making dinner soon. Or has already started making dinner. Who knows? Because I think he's back at work tomorrow. So he'll want an early night tonight. I'm guessing he's gonna be cooking. I'm currently busy doing quests, making progress. Hi, drama. Kay, paying again. Who are you? And where's Kay? I know. I just don't want to get shouted at when dinner's ready and I can't be there straight away, you know?
You're here after all. I was about to reel in this piece of my past without you. I thought maybe you decided to move on.
Why did you think that?
This is far beyond what I hired you for, isn't it? Maybe you're like me and you never pass up a payday. But I probably wouldn't even have stopped to help someone like me in the first place.
Well, this one is here. You are ready to find Raynilla, yes?
Gorn is packed to the brim with mad wizards. Doesn't make it too different from
Don't know what's for dinner. We got a few options. We went big shop at the weekend.
Recently. I guess
Friday.
what I'm saying is
We went big shop one of the days.
back in there so long as you're watching mine.
Let us get going and find Raynilla.
Right, we are just gonna sprint through, chat. We are just gonna sprint through because we can, because we're vampire. Woohoo! What? What? Well, you know what? Okay. I don't know how they spotted me or why they spotted me. I was literally invisible, but whatever. Excuse me, everyone. Coming through. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Coming through. Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeez Louise. I'm sorry I'm being that person. I'm sorry that I'm being that person, but I'm being that person. What? Guys, girls, days, thems. You're breaking me out of stealth, y'all. Yeah, that was close. I don't understand how they yeeted me so much. Ow! Don't do this, by the way, chat. Don't run through public dungeons. If I bump into someone as I'm running through, I will stop and help them fight. It's just... I'd rather not right now. I have already done all the bosses in this public dungeon, so I'm not too worried about doing that. Oh, they've got lanterns. Okay, that's why. I guess they saw me doing it, or everyone doing it and sneaking through and not doing all the... Wow, that's cheeky. Really? It's just a public dungeon, bro. See, none of these pulled me out because they don't have lanterns. Maybe it's because my stamina ran out? Could be because my stamina ran out. Okay, let's just kill these lot, because... Why not? Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. That was a bit close. I hope no one's running behind me, because that would be bad. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I won't let you take her back.
They've got her cornered. Hey, fetchers! Looking for me?
Shaw, help us, please.
Oh, there's a captain. Help us? I thought the other person was betraying her.
Raynilla went through that door. She looked hurt. Bad.
I wonder if he'll remember seeing someone in... Oh.
Shaw, please. Help her.
Kaj Kujay? What are you doing here?
What did you just call me?
Raynilla, I'm here. Just stay still.
Please, see if you can help Raynilla.
Huh?
That thing she called me, Kaj. I'm her brother. Why do I know what that means? See if you can help Raynilla. I need to think.
I came as quickly as... Your Sharp's friend? I had feared he spent all those years alone. But he found someone. He found... you. His sister, Dimike. So close to freedom. Promise you'll help her. Take her the rest of the way, please. Help.
I hate this because I'm literally a healer. I really wish that there was an option in these quests, if you are a healer, to heal them. Or, like, stop them dying. It's so annoying. But I also get it, story-wise. I get it. We can help the youth first. Yes? Thank you for the follows on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. I appreciate it.
Daedric and those mercenaries made sure of that. I never wanted my Mevi to get caught up in all this. To have to run forever from the Reformer. And the others. He'll never stop until Sharp is his again.
The Reformer can be stopped, yes?
I didn't have time. There's so much I could have done. I just couldn't do it on my own.
I'm loving the pinks and purples in this chapter.
Strong.
So many people with cool outfits.
I'm sorry. So sorry. But glad to see him one last time.
She speak, oh no. This one will talk more later. Don't think we will.
Raynilla, stay with me, love. Please. Raynilla. Please.
Raynilla, she can't be gone. She fought so hard to protect me. What am I going to do? We were supposed to have help. I thought maybe you and Sharp, but I can see it in his eyes. He doesn't remember me, does he? He doesn't remember anything.
What did you call him, Usori?
Kaj, elder brother. It's what I always called him. Raynilla didn't know how to properly excise him from the Reformer's attunement back then. Like the others. Like me.
You are Sharp's sister?
Deeknuj, his little sister. I don't think we had the same parents, but that was what he called me. He was there from the day I hatched. He always said he would come back for me, help me escape. I'd given up all hope.
Where was Raynilla planning to take you?
I don't know. She said something about a safe house in Silent Mire, but our final destination was somewhere deep in Black Marsh. We barely escaped Eredrian, and now Raynilla's gone. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We'll figure something out.
We were too late. I thought something might come back to me seeing Raynilla. She knew me, and now she's just gone.
Dimike remembers you. She says she's your sister. Apparently, you grew.
I don't feel any memories stirring when I look at her either. Just nothing. I gave up on finding answers about my past a long time ago. I don't understand why this had to happen now.
You are going to Dimike? Yes?
Help her. I'm a mercenary. I don't know how to look out for someone like her. And if this reformer is as powerful and dangerous as everyone said, there's not a place in Tamriel that is going to be safe for her anyway.
It's after you.
He's more than after me. He's obsessed with me. But that I can do something about. If I could just track him down. That's what I have to do. Find the Reformer and be his end. But you heard Raynilla. If I try to do it alone, I'll end up like her.
You are asking. Yes?
Going after the Reformer is a different job for a different day. Hunting my hunter is going to take time and patience. For now, take your payment, and if you'd like me watching your back wherever you're headed next, send for me. I'll be there.
You okay? Rhaenyra got you this far. I'll take you the rest of the way. And then I'm never coming back to Morrowind.
Where are you taking her?
You've made your path clear, Sharp. If you fail at taking out the Reformer and fall under his control again, it's better if you don't know.
Sharp, please come with us. You don't have to be alone.
I am not going to be alone, and I'm not going to fail.
Oh.
Freedom at last. If only my mind would accept it as true.
My heart may never recover from losing Rhaenyra. I should have been with her. I'll finish this final mission of hers, and then I'll be gone. I won't look back.
Well, Sharp is now ready for revenge and protection, and I guess we're going to help him recover his memory eventually, but we've unlocked him as our companion, and now we've done all the side quests, except the cipher one. We haven't done all the ciphers, so maybe I'll Google that for next time, and we can do that. But if you are watching on the VOD, pardon me, and you're a T-storian, this is the end of the line for you. If you're watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere just yet, because we are doing 2 giveaways, which you can enter right here. If you're watching on the VOD, obviously you can't enter the giveaway, but maybe this is an encouragement to come and watch live next time. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 12:30 p.m. BST or GMT. We're currently in BST on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So do come along and say hello and possibly win some prizes. But it is the end of the line for those watching on the VOD. So don't forget, you don't just deserve a life. You deserve a happy, healthy, and fulfilled life. I'm proud of you because surviving is enough and you are doing that brilliantly. Cherish those you love. Go give someone a hug that you love today, as with consent, obviously. And give someone a compliment in the street. Go for it. Like someone's hair, say it looks fab. Go make someone's day today. I love you butts. Until next time.